first to interpolate would be from the minority. We have our Deputy Minority Leader, Franz Castro.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair. Am I recognized?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Madam Vice
Yes.
President.
I would like to forgo the opportunity to defend the budget in a question and answer format. I will leave it up to the House to decide on the budget submitted.
Madam Vice President, we have 17 members listed for interpellation. And as you know, you've been here many times for our budget briefing, that this is an important part of the budget briefing. The GAA, the General Appropriations Act, is arguably the most important piece of legislation every year. At kasama po ito, ang pagtatanong at pakikinig po sa sagot po ninyo ay napaka-importante pong input sa aming pong trabaho. So, yun po, kami po ay, we will proceed to ask questions.
Madam Chair, my answer for every question will be, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the budget of the Office of the Vice President through a question and answer. And I will leave it to the House to decide on the budget submitted. So, magsasayang tayo ng oras ito, paulit-ulit yung sagot.
That is acceptable to us. Unless I hear any objection, that is acceptable to us.
Okay.
Because it is, I believe, karapatan din po ng bawat Pilipino na marinig po nila ang katanungan po ng 17 po na nakalista sa ngayon. Palagay ko, kung meron pong dadating dito, baka dumagdag po. Pero marami pong issues na hinaharap po tayo ngayon. Kayo po mismo, nakikinig po kami sa inyong speech po kanina, kahit na hindi po siya related po sa ating budget. Marami pong na-spark na mga tanong, kaya palagay ko, kaya nga sinabi ko kanina, ilimit natin ang mga tanong tungkol sa budget. So, yun po. So, kung kayo po ay binigyan po namin ng pagkakataon na i-share po ang insights, kami po ay magsasabi din po ng aming mga katanungan. So, with that, the Deputy Minority Leader,
Madam
Franz Castro, may now proceed.
So, Madam Chair, siguro first observation, no, yung on the budget for the 2024, yung Vice President na nagsabi, Madam Chair, na slow and low utilization. So, nakita naman natin doon sa presentation. So, yung utilization ay napakababa. Pero, syempre, comment ko lang, no, mas mabilis siya sa confidential funds. 100% in 11 days. Madam Chair, so according to the utilization of the confidential and intelligence funds submitted by the COA to us, no, so we have here surveillance and monitoring. Sabihin ko lang, Madam Chair, no, yung purchase of information out of 125 million confidential funds in 2022, purchase of information 14 million, payment of reward 10 million, rental and other incidental expenses relative to the maintenance of safe houses 16 million, purchase of supplies 35 million, provision of medical and food aid 30 million, payment of incentives or traveling relative to confidential operations 10 million. So a total of 125 million conducted surveillance in 132 areas in 11 days. So 100% utilization. Madam Chair, I have also here a report about the notice of disallowance. According to the notice of disallowance, the COA disallowed 73,287,000 out of 125 million confidential funds used by the OVP in 2022. So this is 58.62% of the 125 million. So can you confirm, Vice President?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, since you allowed her a snide comment, you will allow me a snide comment as well.
So the question is,
Madam,
can you
yes.
confirm?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Diba?
Okay.
Yes, Madam Chair.
So
Before we proceed, may I remind both our guests and our resource
You should recognize her when she said the line, diba? I called your attention, Madam Chair. You did not recognize me. So, ngayon, sasabihin ko na, if you allowed her that, you allowed me a snide comment as well.
I don't recall hearing a snide comment, Madam Vice President. Ang snide comment, that's a matter of judgment. So please proceed with
Secretariat, Madam Chair, I would like the Secretariat to repeat the first 3 lines of the
correct
comments.
point of order, Madam Chair. Point of order, Madam Chair, kasi parang
So let's proceed with the answer.
point of order, Madam Chair, kasi parang siya yung nagpe-preside eh. Kasi inuutusan mo sa pagkalat natin sa Committee on Appropriation.
Yes,
Alam mo na, diba? So,
Madam Vice President, please proceed with the response. There's a question. Please proceed with the response.
Madam Chair, I do not understand. Bakit a person convicted of child abuse is still sitting in a seat?
Point of order, yung sinasabi natin na dinadivert ang usapan sa ating budget hearing. Kung nagawa po ngayon sa Senado, Madam Chair, dapat hindi natin yung pahintulutan dito sa Kamara.
You allowed her a snide comment and then you will not allow
Please wait
a
to
snide comment?
Excuse me, our members and our guys. Please wait.
Don't reach this rabbit hole.
Please wait to be acknowledged before you speak. Okay, so at this point, Honorable Manuel.
Madam Chair, again, it's another point of order kasi kapag may mga deliberation tayo, we should stick to the topic. Hindi pwede, Madam Chair, na dinadivert natin yung usapan para hindi natin sagutin yung tanong ng mga mambabatas natin. This is actually the best opportunity, formal proceedings, nakikita po ng publiko para malaman anong sagot ng Vice Presidente. So hindi po natin mapapayagan ang ganong mga argumento na hindi naman tumutumbok sa topic natin.
So, Madam President, there's a question easy for you. Please make your responses direct to the
Sige,
point.
ma'am. I will make this easy for you. What rules are we using for this budget hearing?
We have our rules
Yes, ma'am.
adopted by the Committee on Appropriations.
Right, okay. We searched for that rule. So we only found the general rules. So we have a copy of the rules for budget hearings.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, mas importante ang rules para sa amin. Kayo po, ang kailangan nyo lang marinig is yung acknowledgement for you to begin to speak. Yun lang po ang pinaka-importante para sa guests. Sa totoo lang po.
Yes, ma'am.
So, ang pinaka-importante, yes, you may proceed. At saka po yung adjournment. Yun lang po. Yung termination po. Yun ang pinaka-importante lang po. For the rules, yun ang importante para sa members. But we need to provide the copy to you.
Yes, ma'am.
So, please proceed and answer the
May we
question.
request a copy?
Yes, absolutely. But please, there is a question. And do you want us to repeat the question? And we will not penalize you all the time. I don't you can repeat the facts from the notice of disallowance. I don't need the Honorable Franz. Yes, Honorable Franz Castro, you may repeat your question on the notice of disallowance, I believe.
Yeah, tama, Madam Chair. So according to COA, the notice of disallowance is amounted to 73,287,000 out of 125. At ito po, Madam Chair, yung mga breakdown ng mga disallowed na mga na mga purchases. So reward payment of 10 million, payment of rewards, various goods, 34.857 million, payment of rewards, medicines, 24.93 million, tables, chairs, desks, computer and printers, 3.5 million. So ang question, Madam Chair, so yung letter A, B, and C, so nakita naman natin nandoon yung sa joint circular. How about yung ito, no? How about yung mga tables, chairs, desktop, computer na umabot po ito sa 3.5 million. So pwede bang maipaliwanag kung bakit ito pinurchase, Madam Chair?
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, I still request for the rules of the budget hearings. Okay, gusto mo sagutin ko, ma'am.
Yes, Madam.
This is a hearing of the budget for 2025. Nasaan dito ang confidential funds? Yung tanong niya,
Madam
confidential
Chair.
funds. Nasaan dito?
Honorable
Madam
Franz.
Chair, ito yung continuing questions pa natin noong 2024, during the last budgets. Hindi na ipaliwanag itong 125 million na alam naman natin na wala ito sa budget ng 2022. So, ito, Madam Chair, sabi naman natin, lahat dito tinatanong no? So, according to the budget, whether it is in the past, kasi nakikita natin yung utilization noong mga budget, kahit na yung past years, ay pwede natin busisiin dito, Madam Chair. Tama ba ako, Madam Chair?
I will agree with you, the Honorable Franz Castro. You may proceed,
Yes,
Madam
ma'am.
Vice President.
Yun yung sagot ko, ma'am. Nasaan? Ang topic natin dito at ang pinasubmit ninyo sa amin is the budget proposal of 2025. Where in the budget proposal of 2025 is the item confidential funds. In aid of legislation nga ninyo, nakalagay nga doon sa rules ninyo, diba? The discussion should be germane to the topic. The topic is the 2025 budget proposal. Now tell me,
Madam Vice President, the Honorable Franz
Confidential
Castro has already provided a sufficient explanation for why she asked the question. So please proceed with your answer.
Madam Chair,
It's a very
why are we
difficult
discussing
question.
the budget of 2023 and 2024?
Honorable Franz Castro.
So kung ayaw na sagutin, Madam Chair, so let me go through na lang with my question kasi related naman ito. Remember, Madam Chair, pinwestiyon natin ito noong last year at yung 125 million na ito ay hindi ito maipaliwanag, no? Dahil nga confidential no? Natago sa word na confidential. At ngayon, kailangan natin maipaliwanag at it is in the interest of the people. Yung 125 million na ito, Madam Chair, kaya kailangan ito na mapusisi, kailangan ito maipaliwanag ng OVP. Kaya hindi tayo pwedeng questionin ng mga rules, questionin ng mga topic, etc. Dahil related din naman talaga ito sa budget, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair,
Yes, you may proceed.
I request that the chairperson of the Finance Committee preside over this hearing.
Madam Vice President, with due respect, you are not allowed to do that, Madam Vice President. You are not allowed to introduce a motion. You are a research person. This
Not-
hearing, Madam President.
I
Vice
did not move,
President.
ma'am. I requested. Your research person, I requested.
So
the
your request
chairperson
is
of the
denied,
committee.
Madam Vice President. Just please answer the question. The issue on confidential funds falls squarely within our discussion of your 2025 budget.
Narinig mo yung sinabi niya, ma'am? Narinig mo yung proceed ka sa kanya kanina? Walang rules dito.
Please proceed and answer the question. It's a very simple question.
Di ba?
Please explain the specific spending on those items that she enumerated, amounting to a total of Honorable Franz, do you want to read
a
that?
total of 73.287 million. So, dahil may notice of disallowance, so ibig sabihin, Madam Chair, illegal ito at not in accordance with the joint circular by the COA, BBM, and other related agencies. So, kung ito ay disallow, so ibig sabihin, illegal yung paggamit nito. Madam Chair, ito mga items na binanggit ko po, Madam
Madam
Chair.
Chair, you cannot allow a member of the House to just claim that it is illegal. That's a notice of disallowance. That is a procedure inside the Commission on Audit. Hindi sa upuan niya.
The Honorable Franz?
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. So, thank you for the explanation, the President. Okay, next. According to accomplishment report of OVP, it spent 10 million for payment of reward. So, Madam Chair, in 11 days, ilang tao kaya at magkano kada tao ang reward? In fact, COA disallowed the whole amount spent by OVP for payment of reward. Hindi ba, Madam Chair, questionable ito?
Madam Chair, the invitation letter that we received from the House of Representatives. Dear Vice President Duterte, the House Committee on Appropriations will approve the proceedings of the budget proposals of various departments, agencies, and corporations relative to the fiscal year 2025 National Expenditure Program as a basis of the fiscal year 2025 General Appropriations Bill. Saan? Sa presentation ko kanina, ang haba. Ang confidential funds.
Honorable Franz Castro.
Madam Chair, point of order lang ulit, Madam Chair. Kasi kailangan lang natin ma-establish. I would assume hindi naman po pinanganak kahapon ng ating resource person. Practice po natin sa House
Chair,
na para po tayo ay makapagtalakay ng budget na pinopropose para sa susunod na fiscal year. Chine-check natin paano din gumagastos yung mga ahensya even in the current year and in the past year. Also, Madam Chair, Section 162, Rulings as Presidents, rulings and questions raised by members shall form part of the parliamentary practice of the House. At practice po natin since time immemorial na hindi lang po ang proposed budget yung tinatalakay. Kasi yung performance ay dapat bahagi din ng discussion. Yun lang, Madam Chair.
Noted. Honorable Franz, could you kindly check if your mic works?
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair. So yun po, no, yung sinasabi natin kanina, yung payment ng reward, the resource person can answer this. Questionable, tingin ko ay questionable ito. Okay? So, next, according to the accomplishment report, isa sa pinaggamitan ng OPP ng confidential funds ay yung provision of medical and food aid. This is not allowed under the Joint Circular number 2015-01 dahil kailan pa naging confidential fund ang pagbibigay ng ayuda. Or kung ito naman ay ginamit sa mga ginamit na tao, informant, in 11 days. So, paano kaya ginamit itong 14 million na ito, no, para sa medical and food aid in 11 days, Madam Chair? So yung tanong ko, kung dito ginamit doon sa mga aids, medical aid or food aid, pero paano kaya, Madam Chair, ginamit itong 14 million na ito as a medical and food aid ng ilang tao in 11 days? So yun po yung tanong natin, Madam Chair.
Madam Vice President.
Madam Chair, the subject of this hearing is the OVP 2025 budget proposal. We do not have an item on confidential funds in the OVP budget proposal.
Honorable Franz.
So, may I continue, Madam Chair? Isa sa binubukol na confidential fund ng OVP noong 2022 ay nasabi ko na, Madam Chair, yung medical and food aid at saka yung mga purchase of supplies. According to the accomplishment report, the OVP spent 40 million for medical and food aid in 11 days. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, Madam Chair, konting math, tumapatak na 3.64 million kada araw ang gastos, no, para sa food and medical aid. So, hindi natin maintindihan, Madam Chair, paano ito ginastos in 11 days, no? 3.64 million kada araw dito sa item na ito.
Madam Vice
Do you want to
President.
comment?
Madam Vice President.
I did not call you, ma'am. It was a representative Arroyo who called you.
We, the chair, would like to remind both the resource persons and the members to please wait to be acknowledged before you speak.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yes,
For what?
to respond.
So any comment, Madam Chair, dun sa sinabi natin based dun sa accomplishment report. So kung gagamitan natin ng konting 3.64 million kada araw ang gastos para sa medical and food for 11 days. For how many people ba ito?
Madam Chair, the topic and the invitation of the House of Representatives to the Office of the Vice President for this hearing is the 2025 budget proposal. There is no confidential funds in the 2025 budget proposal.
Or for the information of the body, the letter that we sent our Madam Vice President reads as follows. In the second paragraph, we noted the following topics to be discussed. Item number 3 is comparative budget allocation and utilization rate from fiscal year 2019 to 2023. That's item number 3. So I can provide you copies of the letter. So clearly, confidential funds spent in 2022 falls squarely within that. So yes, Honorable Francis, proceed.
Yes, Madam Chair. So mukhang di na tayo sasagutin ng di na ako sasagutin ng ating Vice President. So sa bawat sagot kasi na ganyan ng ating Vice President, for the record, since ayaw magpaliwanag ang VP, so ibig sabihin nito, yung paggastos na 125 million ay na pera ng taong bayan ay hindi maipaliwanag. So yun lang, Madam Chair, kaya hinihiling natin sa Vice President o OVP na kailangan na maipaliwanag itong mga sinasabing item dito. Anyway, Madam Chair, sa kanila naman nanggaling, no, yung utilization of confidential and intelligence fund. And of course, ito lang naman ang hawak ko din dito, yung notice of disallowance. Kaya gusto talaga nating maintindihan, Madam Chair, kung ang notice of disallowance ay, so syempre, papaliwanag pa nila yan kung paano, di ba? So, kailangan malaman din ng taong bayan na sila yung nagbibigay ng pondo para sa operations ng OVP at lahat ng mga agency. At kailangan yung maipaliwanag. So, hindi pwede yung ganyan na yung tactics na ganyan, na parang sorry for the pusit, na kapag nasusukulong na ang pusit ay nagaano ng may pinapinta. So, ayaw natin ng ganun, Madam Chair, kasi yung atin namang pinag-uusapan dito ay budget. No? So, huwag naman mag-ugaling pusit ang Office of the Vice President.
The Honorable Luis Tro.
Madam Chair, without going to the letters of the communication,
Could you please first manifest what you have in your possession?
with me is a copy of the letter of the Office of the Vice President, signed by Attorney Zuleka T. Lopez, Undersecretary and Chief of Staff, addressed to Honorable Gamaliel A. Cordoba, Chairperson, Commission on Audit, Quezon City. This is dated August 21, 2024. Madam Chair, this is composed of 4 pages, and I lament that I do not have material time to go over this letter by the letters. Nonetheless, I wish to manifest that the substance of this letter is an opposition to the subpoena that was issued by Congress. A number of the esteemed members of the House propounded questions already, but our Vice President maintained his position not to address the question concerning confidential fund. But speaking about due process, I humbly submit that notice was given, this is a budget briefing, and ample opportunity to explain was even accorded. It is my humble submission, Madam Chair, that contrary to the letter, we did not violate due process. As a matter of fact, we catered due process. Finally, Madam Chair, they raise the confidential nature of the fund. Ito po'y tanong na nais kong iwanan sa mga kapwa natin Pilipino. Granting that the nature of the fund is confidential and recognizing Memorandum Circular Number 15, 2023, relating to the privileged communication. Ang tanong po, Madam Chair, when there is notice of disallowance na nagsasabing ang 72 million out of 125 million na confidential fund ay hindi nagamit ng naaayon sa Joint Circular Number 15-01. And as a matter of fact, ipinababalik ng COA sa pamahalaan. Ang tanong, confidential fund pa po ba ang tawag dito? Privileged communication pa din po ba ang saklaw nito? Oo po, at tatahimik na lang po ba ang Kongreso?
However, for the second, it was already part of the GAA, and this amount was 500 million. However, based on the liquidation, only 375 million was used. Now, you know, Madam Chair, from the Office of the Vice President, why the fourth supposed quarter, the fourth tranche was not utilized.
Madam Vice President.
Kasi Madam Chair, noong nagsagutan na kayo, ikaw, Representative Kimbo, at Representative Castro, about the 11 days, 19 days, ilang days na yon ng utilization, nakita ko na that was the start of an attack sa Office of the Vice President, and i-hinge yung attack on the confidential fund use. So nakita na namin yung timelines, and nakita na namin yung, kumbaga, script sa narrative na on the Office of the Vice President with regard to confidential funds. So, to show goodwill to the people, and para mabigyan ng mukha na sinabi namin na hindi namin, napapadali ang trabaho namin dahil sa confidential funds, dahil natatarget namin kung saan dapat ilagay ang proyekto, pero pwede kami magtrabaho ng walang confidential funds. That is the reason why hindi na namin ginamit ang fourth quarter na confidential funds sa Office of the Vice President to show the people, the public, that we are in good faith sa paggamit ng confidential funds. And we are true to our word at sinabi namin, napapadali ang trabaho, pero pwedeng i-give up yan.
That is your last question.
With the
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, let's just finish, Honorable Chairman.
Given the substantial response this time, Madam Chair, I'd like to follow up the question. But isn't it the case for this batch of confidential funds? This was issued through the GAA, and therefore it went very precisely my net po yan as part of the President's budget. You made your case before the DBM for 500 million. So the expectation is there's a program to be followed for disbursement for 500 million. Isn't it, Madam Chair, when we indicate in our GAA certain allocations, the expectation is that it would be utilized to its fullest extent? Would this mean, Madam Chair, that the confidential fund, even for any supposed program submitted to the DBM, is actually discretionary on the part of the public official, Madam Chair?
Madam Vice President. Madam Chair. Let's just finish, Madam Vice President.
Yes, Madam Chair, yung paggamit namin, kanina in-explain ko na, hindi na namin ginamit, kasi nakita na namin sa timeline may sagutan ng 11, 19 days, and then meron nang lumabas na AOM ng COA within days, and then meron na namang lumabas na another AOM. So nakita na namin yung pattern noong attack. That's why we decided in the Office of the Vice President na huwag na dagdagan pa yung bala ng attack. At ipakita sa mga tao na yung confidential funds, we are in good faith of using that and goodwill namin na napapadali yung trabaho, pero pwede siyang hindi gamitin ng Office of the Vice President.
Salamat. Yes, Madam Speaker.
Now, Madam Speaker, ayon sa JC Joint Circular, kinakailangang magbigay ang OVP ng kopya ng kanilang accomplishment report. 'Di ba? Sa Pangulo ng Senado, sa Speaker of the House, bilang suporta ng kanilang liquidation report patungkol sa gastusing ito. Madam Speaker, nabigyan ba ang tatlong ito ng accomplishment report?
Yes, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, ayon din sa mga nakaraang usapin, lumalabas na ginastos ng OVP ang halagang 125 million sa 19 na araw, 19 days lamang, na mukhang napakaiksing panahon, Madam Speaker. Maaari bang ikumpirma ng COA ang nangyaring ito? Madam Speaker, mula po sa SAOB, December 13 to December 31 ang nakalagay. So 19 days po yan.
Madam Speaker, ang totoo po ay nagulat din po ako nung mabasa ko ang mga balita na tila nagastos po sa loob ng 19 days at tinanong ko po ang COA at tinignan ko po ang mga iba't ibang mga reports. Pero hindi po ito nagastos sa loob ng 19 days kung hindi 11 days po. Madam Speaker.
Now, Madam Speaker, 11 days, ang hirap no, isipin kasi parang kung surveillance yan, ilang reward payment po yan na aabot ng 11 million per day. So, Madam Speaker, medyo 11 days. Confirm ko lang, Madam Speaker, 11 days ang nakalagay.
Thank you, Honorable Gutierrez.
Madam Vice President, may I answer? May I comment also, Madam Chair?
Just a short interjection.
Yes, kasi sinasabi niyang attack, hindi ko maintindihan yung attack. Nagtatawanan daw tayo during the, kung ano man yung sinasabi, on 11 days, I think hindi ako yun, no? I-review niya yung naging proceedings noong 2023 na budget. Second, Madam Chair, hindi ko maintindihan itong attack na to kasi legitimate yung niraise natin about confidential funds ng 2022 na nakita naman talaga natin on records na wala talagang item na confidential funds sa 2022. Kaya niraise natin yun, Madam Chair, at wala akong planong i-attack. Para saan? Ito, ginagawa lang natin, di ba? Dahil ito, trabaho naman natin, mandated tayo na busisiin ang mga budget related sa iba't ibang mga agency. So, hindi ito, wala itong intention, but for the sake of the budget lang. At tinitingnan naman, nakita naman natin, na walang line item sa 2022 budget. Kaya dapat lang na ma-explain. At kaya nga yun, nagkaroon na tayo ng audit, at yung galing na sa COA, naintindihan na natin kung paano yan, ginamit. So, I beg to disagree. Nasa umpisa pa lang ay may plano na ako na mag-attack kanino sa Office of the Vice President. And in fact, nag-request pa nga siya ng budget for confidential fund in 2024. Na kung hindi natin na-discover yung 2022 na confidential funds, well, matutuloy-tuloy pa rin yung ganyan, Madam Chair. So, yes, Madam Chair. So, I beg to disagree na meron akong intention na mag-attack sa kanya or sa Office of the Vice President.
Point of clarification, Madam Chair.
Yes, Honorable Dan Fernandez.
Clarification.
Just the last one.
I just wanted to be clarified, Madam Chair, because there's accusations coming from the Vice President that there is a collective action that to be taken by this committee on attacking the budget, especially the COA report on the confidential fund of the Vice President. I think we need to be clarified if there is such action that will be taken by this committee. I think it is unfair to all of us, especially kami galing lang po kami sa kabilang hearing and we decided to check it out what is being discussed in this committee. Then suddenly we will be a part of this conspiracy or collective action that will be taken against the confidential fund of the Vice President. And hearing the side of the Vice President on the repetitive reply or not answering, I think it will set a bad precedent. What prevents other departments that we will be inviting over to do the same? And I think it is incumbent upon her, with all due respect and with humility, for us to be clarified on those budget that was used for the confidential fund. And I think being a part of the accusations that we are part of the collective action to malign her on the confidential fund is something that is out of order. I know, Madam Chair, that kung titignan naman po natin yung budget niya for 2025 na 2 billion and comparing to 2024 budget na 1.8, myself, I will move to approve this budget. Because ang liit lang naman po ng increase niya. But what hurts me ay yung pong masama po tayo doon sa sinasabi po niya na meron po tayong collective action to malign her.
So do you wish to introduce a motion?
And ang sinasabi ko lang po sana, I want to be clarified that it is a collective action of this committee to have a malicious intent on asking the confidential fund of the Vice President on the previous years. We are doing that in the different committees. We are doing that in the different investigations. And what I'm trying to point out, Madam Chair, I hope that the accusation of the Vice President have basis on trying to involve everybody on this conspiracy to attack her.
So just to
That's
clarify,
to be clarified. Madam Chair.
absolutely, we have absolutely no plan, any conspiracy, if I may use that word, to attack. If I also may use that word, nandito lang po tayo para kilatisin ang budget ng isang ahensya ng gobyerno. Yun lang po, maliwanag.
My point of clarification,
yes,
Madam Chair, if that conspiracy theory of having this attack on her budget is being conspired by this committee, and if that is so, let me out, Madam Chair. Hindi po ako kasama doon. And I hope that the good Vice President will amend her statement involving everybody for this action taken by this committee, Madam Chair.
Would
Madam Chair,
Vice President wish to?
I did not say tumatawa. Gusto niyo ulitin? Gusto niyo ipabasa ulit sa Secretary kung ano sinabi ko? I did not say tumatawa kayo. Number 2, I did not say attack by the committee. Number 3, I did not say collective action. Sa kanya nang galing yun. I did not say conspiracy theory. Sa kanya nang galing yun. Pabasa niyo ulit kung ano sinabi ko.
And so, Madam Vice President, because those words were uttered
Madam Chair.
by
Madam Chair.
I just
Just because you don't like my answer, you don't like how I answer, you don't like my demeanor, hindi ibig sabihin, hindi ako sumasagot.
And that's the reason why, Madam Chair, I ask you the point.
Yes.
yes, Madam Vice
Yes.
President.
I would like to forgo the opportunity to defend the budget in a question and answer format. I will leave it up to the House to decide on the budget submitted. Madam
Madam
Chair,
Vice-
my answer for every question will be, I will forgo the opportunity to defend the budget of the Office of the Vice President through a question and answer. And I will leave it to the House to decide on the budget submitted. So, magsasayang tayo ng oras dito, paulit-ulit yung sagot.
Clarification.
Yes, so,
And,
ayan,
I
ayan.
know that the
Pwede
Vice
po sana.
now that the Vice President
Sandali lang po, para hindi po tayo nagsasabay-sabay. Merong clarification na hiningi at nag-clarify naman po ako. Wala pong plano kasi kanina, very clear ang sinabi naman po, there was a plan, stick to the plan. Wala rin po ako natatandaan. I kept saying, let us all stick to the issues, which is the budget. So yun na lang po, let's just end here and so that we can move on.
Yes, Madam Chair,
Balik lang po sana, let's move on. Meron pa pong isang budget matatapos dito.
lastly, that's the reason why I asked for a point of clarification. The point of clarification is to be clarified by the resource person. And if that is the answer of the good Vice President, I will accept that her intention is not to involve everybody on a collective.
Yes, and we're happy with that
I'm
clarification.
on the answer of the Vice President. But of course, I just wanted to repeat. Anyway, thank you so much, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair,
Yes, yes,
point
Madam
of
President.
clarification is understandable if you want to be clarified of the words I uttered. I did not say collective action. I didn't say conspiracy theory.
We made clear,
I didn't
Madam Vice
say
President.
I've been attacked by the committee. Hindi na nanggaling sa akin yun. So, i-clarify ko doon.
Yes, ma'am, noted po, it had been...
Yung script kasi, hindi na nagkakabuhol-buhol na yung script.
Let's now proceed. Let's now proceed.
If you query the presentation, may I ask if